Hey everybody, Steven from Timbrooksportscards. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Doing something different. Seen some videos on YouTube like this, and I never thought about buying something from Facebook Market. So, got a box here, some cards here that I think I got a good deal, but we'll be the judge of that. I spent $65 on it. It's a little under 1,000 cards. On paper, it sounds good. But let's see what's in this box. It said it had rookies and inserts and multi-sports cards. So now, granted, I don't know too much. There's some wrestling. I don't know that much about wrestling, not anymore. A lot of football. I think some basketball, and when we see the football on top, and baseball maybe. But we're gonna find out. And you tell me at the end of this video if this was good, worth it here. So we're gonna have to probably fast forward through this part. So I'm gonna grab a stack here, a stack there. And we're gonna go through this together. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I'm gonna fast forward this part here, so when we get to the cards, you're not waiting for me. All right, so I actually just, took me a lot longer, so I just stopped the video. 972 cards total. You can see it's all different varieties. We got some football, basketball, some baseball, wrestling, and then we got some anime cards down here, and it looks like some rock star stuff. So we're gonna see how we go right here. Start with this rock star pack right here, or some kind of a group, American bandstands. I don't know if anyone in the comments want to say anything about, if they know anything about these, let me know. 70s, and then the Bill Blacks combo. Okay, I don't know what we'll do with those, but we'll do something. The next one's gonna be the anime ones right here. I think some of them are those Disney cards too. I know nothing about these, so if you know anything, say again in the comments. Have no idea, but these were also in the deal with the Disney cards. Yeah, I don't know. Something new. Not too familiar with this stuff. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Again, this is my first time doing the Facebook Marketplace. I feel like I'm a little behind on that, but you know, it was pretty easy. Easy pickup. Guy was really nice. All right, so we got some wrestling here. Again, I'm old style wrestling, so some of these names I might know or I might not. I'll get this a little closer so you guys see it. So if there's anything you guys like seeing, I do have an eBay store. I'm going to be getting these on there as soon as I can. Or if you want to message me on YouTube, or you can message me on my, I'll have the link down below of my eBay store. So you can, if there's a card you like, I can post it up for you and you can grab it. But again, I watched the wrestling back in the mid-90s, so my favorite wrestler was Goldberg, you know. Then you had the New World Order, all those guys. But some of these newer names, it's funny when you stop watching something for such a long time and you see all these newer faces, you're like, oh, I know The Undertaker. I don't know if any of these are numbered or anything like that. When I was organizing it, it didn't look like there's too many numbered cards. I didn't really see any, but there's some good rookies that I saw in football, baseball, and basketball. So we'll see how this goes. There's Origins. Right. And that should be it. I think I got another stack of wrestling cards, but I didn't know too many of those names there. Sorry I can't help you guys out with that. Got some football here. Did see some new optic. And what was the baseball one? Some new baseball top series 1 2025. So most of these cards are recent. So it must be someone that maybe got into a break and had no room for them and said, hey, here you go. But again, I spent 65 on this, and there is counted 972. So we'll see how this goes. But a lot of older cards of the 1991 Upper Deck. Some football star rookies. Bruce Pickens, Williams, Hill, Bell. Most of them were penny sleeve too, so that was awesome because I've seen some stories, or I've heard some stories, people getting stuff and cards are all dinged up in the box and all that fun stuff. And I'm kind of glad most of these cards are in pretty good shape. So That's a plus. That's a newer card. Archery Motion. There's C.J. Stroud, Mitchell, McCarthy, Hopkins. And that's about it with all those guys. All right. Go to the next stack. Let's see here. More football, Trey Sherman. Like I said, it's crazy when you buy these boxes and you just don't know what you're going to get. You get the picture of the box, literally had the cards stacked up, and I just saw the cards that were on top. And I say, you know what? If I can get a decent price on them, the guy was really nice. Not too bad. A lot of base. Of course, you're not going to be seeing big hits or anything like that in $65 box. You're going to see mainly base, maybe some inserts. I've seen some inserts, some parallels. Seeing parallels, I feel a little better than seeing parallels and inserts, because inserts, you know, people like those parallels. So I keep going here. Back to the football. Like, again, I mean, some of these cards been out just for a few months. So it's crazy how, you know, these cards they're just getting rid of them really quick. So there's a Dan Marino, old Topps card. Garrett Wilson. All right, that's cool. But I never got any of these Rising Stars of Halloween boxes. I still see them on the shelf sometimes, so I don't think they really did too much. You got some of the Topps cards. Kind of excited about them getting the logos on there. Football, it looks pretty good. They did a pretty good job without the logos. Basketball, though, I do have some Topps basketball, unfortunately, in here. You know, it just looks kind of weird with no logos on there. That Johnson, okay. Bryce Young. So he's supposed to, okay, so this is Sage. All right, so we got a Bryce Young rookie card. There. Brooks. Well, he retired a few weeks ago, so that card will be hanging out there. All right. All right, so I move some stuff around. We'll go to the baseball stack next. It's crazy how many cards I've... A lot of cards. All right. So this is the next stack. We can start with the baseball now. We get the Greg BJ. Looks like the Stadium Club. I think last year. Yep. Last year's Stadium Club. We got some Heritage. I want to say this is 2023 Heritage. So 23 Heritage. 23 rookies. Sagnato rookie card. So just a variety. You know, kind of expected to see some of the newer stuff, not too much of the older stuff. But there's a blue, okay. See, there's yellow, another yellow. So there is parallels in here. Numbers are probably not going to be existent. But we got some of these old cool remake of these Topps cards. Some old guys, old legends here. Never seen those before. That's pretty cool. Got some Barnes backwards here. Oh. Okay. Oh, it looks like a... okay, they're a Japanese league. Like a playing card or a Field of 9. Official baseball trading cards. That's actually pretty cool. I've never seen those before. Huh. I'll look those up. If you guys know anything about those, let me know. It's pretty neat. Looks like we got more on top here of those. Can't really see the names. I believe I've heard of any of these guys. We got some old, what is this, Topps. Is it 2008? Yep, 2008. Pretty cool. Opening day. There's Simmons, Julian, Tatis. That's a cool card. Green, white all aces. The 2022 Mosaic of Aaron. It's actually a really cool looking card. I like that card. Austin Martin. So now we're back at the last year's 2024 Topps. This is update, I guess. White Langford. There's another blue. Is that a blue parallel? Yeah, it is. Awesome. Hauser, and then everyone's favorite starts MLB. Oh, there's Adley. Let's see here. Go back to, we're going to go to basketball now. Let's see what we got here. Select. I felt like there are some older guys and older sets here. So we got some Bowman U. Got a, looks like a NBA Hoops purple of Aaron Gordon. We got Menchamp, Riving, Jalen Green, Hardy, Washington. Can't see the name on that. Houston, Slater. So yeah, it's crazy. It's how there's all these different. You go from one type of card to the next. But like I said, I was not knowing what I was getting myself into with the whole Facebook marketplace. But for the amount of cards, for the price, I mean, it's kind of a shot in the dark if you want to call that. But it's a cool experience to do. And this might not be my last time doing this. You know, we'll see what happens. So we got some wrestling now. Again, I don't know any of these newer people. So anyone in the comments want to say anything, say, oh, that's pretty cool. These are the Phonogetic. Thick, some must have come out of a hobby box. Get the lighting better with the, there's a Hulk. That's a cool card. Get the lighting with the names. These look like they're all kind of base. These are the NXT. I guess it's a, like, kind of like a lower grade wrestling right underneath WWE, I guess. So that's kind of cool that they have their own cards. Don't know any of these guys' names. SmackDown. WrestleMania. I got a Prism. Back to Tops. There is Sky. There's the Origins card. Rhodes. Got a few of his cards in this. And we got some Select. Do love Sid Vicious, Triple H, and I can't see the name on that one. All right. We're going back now to some wrestling. Got another Cody Rhodes, looks like on the Tops chrome. Let's see, here's some refractors. Another Hulk. Trying to get the best lighting here for you guys so you guys can see the names. It's crazy how many wrestling cards too have come out. All these different types, just Tops. They come out with the same, it's like the same style and everything. When it's Tops Cosmic of that year, it's the same as, you know, it's gonna be football now. So it's like the one comes out before the other one. You know what the model's going to be of it, or the design. All right. So again, I know nothing really about wrestling, so if you guys see anything, say, oh, that's a good card, please let me know, because I know I'll do some research on them, but first glance, do not know. Some red, white, and blues. It's kind of a cool looking card. I don't know why it looks like that. It has like no name, it's all cut up. Maybe that's just an insert of that card, or the parallel maybe. I'll look it up. Okay. It's got some cracked ice. Again, there is some parallels in here, so that's, like I said, it's a nice bonus. I got some of those NXT cards again. Man, her name sounds familiar. And then I know her name sounds familiar too. Cracked ice. Next level. Yeah, there's only 2 or 3 names I know, guys. Sorry about that. But I'm sure a big wrestling fan, if you're watching this or you follow wrestling, you probably knew every single person in that group. So here we go. Now, these are going to be some 90s basketball right here. So I'm going to go through this pretty quick because these are most likely going to be all of the typical Upper Deck. I think it's Upper Deck 92. But again, these are the cards I was expecting to see more of. When you go to a card show or you go to a garage sale and you see a bunch of cards, it's usually, like I said, the later end of the junk wax era, early 90s, especially basketball. But, I mean, these sets right here, they have a decent amount of Hall of Famers, but getting an MJ, would be a big win for a stack like this. I do not think there's an MJ in this stack. That's all good. Liz Malone, Pat Riley, Hawks, and there's John Stockton. Every time I put down a stack, I feel like I'm like almost there, and then I look down and I go, oh my goodness, I still got more to go. All right. Let's see here. So these are the Rising Star cards right here. Again, I didn't open any of these, but they feel like they're made not as prime as other sets of cards. Let's just say that. All right, so it looks like we got a silver. It looks like it's a die cut. Yeah, it's a die cut. Okay. Wait for the Bears. Singer Jr. Is that McDuffie? Yeah, it is. Cook. So, again, I mean, I don't know, see how I'm really doing right now. Oh, I say that and then I get those two cards. I mean, it's not bad. You got some decent players in here in these stacks. You got some new Prism. Fisherman. There we go. That stack. I don't know if I already looked at this stack. I can't remember. No, I didn't. Okay. But I'm more of not really an NFL guy. I know the guys. I watch the games and stuff. I'm definitely a college football fan. I watch in the NFL. That's my screen. Hall. I can't see with the lighting. Kate Stover. These must be the new Donruss Optic. Probably my only time I'm going to be able to have these in my hands because I can never find any on the shelf. Unless you want to go to eBay and spend a little more than you want to spend at a Target or a Walmart or anything like that. There's Luke McCaffrey. Some older ones are Eric Metcalf. I got some mosaics. Prism. There's some of the tops. I think they did a pretty good job with the football. Basketball, like I said, not a fan. Got some older basketball with the glove, starting us off. It's a nice little mixture. It's nothing too crazy. Put it over there. Then we got some newer basketball. Got Chris Paul, Flex, Wagner. Jalen Green, looks like a Prism Draft, Purple Wave. It's kind of a cool card. Pretty Skies, Prism. Ben Shepherd, Aaron Gordon. Another Ben Shepherd. Ben Shepherd. And Ben Shepherd. All right. Keep it going with the basketball here. We're more than halfway done here. If you guys saw anything, if you guys have gotten this far, thank you so much. It's definitely a tedious job right here going through all these cards, but you got to do what you got to do to see what you got. Again, basketball. Names I know, big names I know, rookies this year. Again, stick them out there for me, just like in wrestling. I haven't kept too much on basketball. I'm a Magic fan, so, it's kind of hard to stay close to NBA when your team's so-so. They finished at 500. They made it to the playoffs, but lost to Boston. So it's kind of like, I know these names, but some of the rookies and some of the newer guys I'm still trying to learn. To me, I think basketball has just gotten just a lot different. A lot different. That's pretty cool. That's jamming with Will Smith, NBA Hoops. I've never seen something like that before. It's pretty cool. But Scotty Barnes. But, you know, it's a different game now, man. It's a different game than it was. Let's see here. I'm going to get done with the soccer. This is a pretty big stack of soccer, so I don't know any soccer. So you guys are going to have to just help me out with this too, please. I'd be greatly appreciated. Some FIFA Cup cards in the front. And then it looks like we got these playing cards. I don't know what there are. They're match trading card game for Euro Champions League and Euro Conference League. So, Premier League guys, I guess. Not too familiar with the names. So, if you guys see anything, let me know. Soccer's one of those, especially over here in the States. Actually, surprisingly, there's a lot of soccer fans over here, especially with the, you know, Premier League, Champions League, and all those leagues over there. It's just so many sports to try to follow. I try to choose wisely because you can get lost very quickly with everything that's going on other than the sports, because there's, for some reason, drama loves to follow sports, news likes to follow sports, so you're always not watching the games and listening to everything going on, but you're also seeing all the stuff that's going behind the scenes that you're like, do I really need to know all that stuff? But, you know, people like it. These are all Donruss. I don't even know what year these were. What year was this? It is 22-23, so a few years old. So that's about it for soccer. I want to get that out of the way. Let's see here. We'll go back to some football. The stack is not wanting to stay. Stay. Okay. All right. So we got some of the Allen Ginter football. Steve Young. There's the tops. Chrome. Deion Sanders. Moon. So these look like it's like a veteran stack here. Well, Barkley, Smith. The first few cards were all Travis at the end. Veterans. Then you get some of these older cards mixed in there. It's a sleeve, okay. And then you got some of these Topps cards. Topps Chrome. I didn't think looked too bad. I got a blaster of them. I only saw them once on the shelf, and then it's like they kind of disappeared also. I don't know, man. Sometimes the Walmart that's next to my house has a decent amount of stuff, and then you won't see anything for a while. So, but that's just the way it goes now. Luckily, it's not like it was in 2021 when it was hard to find anything on the shelf, to be honest with you. Even the stuff that people didn't want, people were buying. Derek Carr. Select. It's a pretty cool card. But I don't really have an NFL team. Like I said, I like watching the NFL. I'm a college guy, Buckeye fan, so but I don't have an NFL team. So maybe that might change. Who knows? That's a die cut. Is that Palmer? Yeah, Trey Palmer. This year, I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like following Buckeyes, so it'd be interesting to see what Will Howard does with the Steelers. But I think, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, they picked up Aaron Rodgers. So it's a one-year contract. We'll see if he can stay healthy and see if the Steelers' offensive line can help him out. But, you know, if anything happens, you know, it's a good ear to hear. Good quarterback to listen to for Howard. Take some notes. So football, not too much on the parallels. I mean, there's some die cuts. Nothing numbered, but I mean, Can't really expect too much. It's a red. What's that? Oh, Marshall Faulk. It's a cool card. And again, some of the score. We got Broadway Joe. Oh, 3-peat, 4-peat. I see there's a 5-peat on this next stack. Look at that. If you're a Jets fan, here you go. 06. I thought we were going to go 7. All right, here's Mr. Cunningham, Optics. There's another Marshall Faulk card. So, more Optic. Chris Carter. Very heavy on the veterans. Or retired players, I should say, excuse me. Of course, the tops, that's what they pretty much have. You're going to be pulling more retiree players than anything. Gibbs. I think this is the newer Optic. Yeah, it is. That's last year's Optic. Or no, this year's. That's right. 2024. They haven't had 2025 come out. That's right. Actually doing pretty good at keeping these cards from not falling over. That's a plus. Finishing it off with some basketball here for the basketball stack. Yep, this will be the last basketball stack here. So we're going to finish off with some of the older 90s stuff. And again, I mean, these cards, all these cards, some of them are penny sleeved. Majority of them are penny sleeved. But the condition of them, like when I got them in the box, I was kind of, ooh, with the dings on the corners. But they all look like they're in, decent shape. So that's a plus. That's absolutely a win in my books. All right, a little more organized now for these last 5 stacks here. We got 4 baseball and football, so we'll go with this baseball stack real quick. I'll split this up real quick. But here's a Cosmic. But again, like I was saying about the condition-wise of the cards, you can see these newer cards are more, is that a reptilian? It is. All right, cool. See, there's another parallel. So I like this too, the variety of I got in this box too. I got the new Bowman. I mean, this just came out not too long ago, and then I got 2025 tops. They printed these to the moon. What they say, almost another million for each copy of card, Jackson. But it's you're gonna expect that kind of stuff to happen with getting just the base. I mean, but there's the Gunnar Henderson. That's pretty cool. By the way, I'm pointing out the Orioles. I am an Oriole fan, so the season not started off in a good way at all. We did play last few days, and we had 6 wins in a row, I think, 5 or 6. So, I mean, there's still some time, but we got to get to 500 so we can see if we can be in the mix, at least for the wild card. Got it to as a green border. Got to get everyone healthy. That was pipeline card, okay. I know what that was. Got to get everyone healthy, and that's with everyone. Baseball's a long 162 games a year, so, you got time, but if you have too many, there's a gray. Too many injured players at the wrong time, you're not going to get far. Here's the holidays. Okay, we got some gray parallels. I like these holiday ones. I haven't really seen any short parallel. I don't see any elf hats or candy cane bats or anything like that. I'll probably have to go through these again and kind of look and see, but I didn't see anything really too crazy. Looks like we got some old Bowman here. What year was that? That was 2021 Bowman. Okay. It looked like it was really early 2000s right there. 2010, 2020s. We have another green. Okay. So it's not too bad. Baseball, you're going to get those parallels. You're going to get those parallels in baseball for sure. All right, got Jordan Walker. Langford. Wynn. Another Jordan Walker. Another Jordan Walker. Another Jordan Walker. Christian Morale. Okay. Got it all white. So that is... So we're back at the Bowman now. Prospects. Again, that's another rabbit hole. You got to really pay attention to all those players. I'm sure there is a player there that I did not really know, a prospect that's probably doing really good in the minors. Big Christmas. But, oh, wow. That's a Tatis. Not his first Bowman, but that is a Bowman Chrome of Fernando Tatis. Prospect card. That's pretty cool. Josh Young, I was not expecting to have that in there. It's another one. Drew Jones. Corbin Carroll, prospect card. He's having a good year. A little better than last year, that's for sure. We're going to finish this Jordan Walker. Oh, he's great. That's pretty good. Okay. So we got 3 stacks left. We're going to put this over here. Ooh. We'll go here, and then we'll finish another baseball, and then we'll finish with the football right there. So, yeah, if you like this, please like, subscribe. I haven't posted that many videos. I think my last video I did was a PSA reveal. It's been a little bit. Been busy and stuff, but still got my store up there on eBay. Timbrooksportscards. I got a lot of different varieties. Got some slabs. Not many, but I do got some up there. And go ahead and check it out. I got from Pokemon to Riley Green, rookie debut. From Pokemon, football, baseball, some basketball. Baseball and football are my main priority that I've noticed. I got a lot of vintage cards. If you like some of the vintage baseball from early 70s. There's a Pete rookie card from Stadium Club. All right. Let's just start flipping through here. I need to start paying attention here. But yeah, check it out. I got some good deals. I've been doing it for a few years now. Joe Mauer, Stadium Chrome. It's a good card. Again, a guy we should have held on to, but not to be. We got some Bagwells. A lot of pinks. Adele. It's a green. That's pretty cool. Some of these top prospects, Myers. Now, I want to say that I've seen some before, but I've never pulled one. Please in the comments. That's a Genesis, right? That's a Genesis. I mean, it says Prism on the back. I don't know if it's supposed to say Genesis because I've only seen a few like card shows, but that looks like a Genesis right there. So I'm gonna look it up. If it is, please let me know. I wish it was a little bigger name, but that's pretty cool to pull out a Genesis out of a out of a Facebook Market box. So please let me know. But I'm gonna take a look. I'm sure it is. That's cool. Gold, Mr. Torrey Hunter. Okay. So the final stack here. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Put in the comments how I did. If it was worth it. Grab these 972 cards for 65 bucks. I don't think it was too bad of a deal. Again, if you can minus out all the base and all this stuff, I don't think it was that bad. Especially my first go around of this Facebook Marketplace. It's hard to get to card shows sometime to go look around and stuff like that. So wanted to give this a shot and see what happens. We got some Absolute football. Green. It looks like these will be all finishing us off. And the final card, it's gotta be that view. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. Again, like and subscribe if you liked it. If you liked the video like this. And please, if If you saw something in the comments, if you saw something in the video, please comment down below and say, hey, that was a good card. Or if you're interested, let me know. Contact me and I'll try to get to you. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day.